Thousands of people run the London Marathon every year, and among the crowd, some are running for these guys, the Donkey Sanctuary, who work to improve the quality of life worldwide for donkeys. Runners raise thousands of pounds for these guys, but marathons are tough. How do you get started? How much training is there? And what does it take to get here to the finish line? I ran the London Marathon for the Donkey Sanctuary in 2015. When I told people what I was doing, they thought I was insane and asked me why on earth I was doing it. I found out very quickly that I needed a motivation, and the Donkey Sanctuary is one of the best. The Donkey Sanctuary was founded in 1969 by Elizabeth Svensson. Nearly 50 years later, they provided sanctuary to over 7,000 animals across Europe in 2017.
Here is a little donkey called Brandy, that's me, at 12, 11 years old, on our very first donkey.
But not all donkeys are so lucky, as thousands are suffering around the world, both physically and emotionally, which is why running for them is so important.
And we just had no idea that how many abandoned donkeys there were in the UK. It's actually quite frightening. We're meant to be a country of animal lovers, and we're doing our best to raise that profile north of the border and get people to love donkeys even more, because
these donkeys aren't as fortunate overseas as they are here. So the money that's being raised for us obviously comes to help the donkeys in the UK, but it also helps to fund lots of projects overseas. So the money is very important to us. Without that, we just could not function.
Oscar and Buster have walked many miles in their life, but now it's our turn. When I was training for the marathon, I ran almost 500 miles. So if you want to make the finish line, the race starts on day one of training. The donkeys here in Sidmouth love to run up the hills, but what about our runners?
So 1st of September we had the nod to say that we've been accepted for London, so we started to ramp up the training. So I think it's 172 days now that we've been running since the 1st of September. We've probably run no less than 30 miles a week, mostly over 40 miles a week, and we're now running over 50 miles a week, and eventually we will run over 60 miles a week.
For some, it's a lifestyle.
Well, I'll be honest with you, I don't think there is any hard part about training, because for me it's a lifestyle. I've been doing this forever and ever, so I absolutely love it.
But for others, the first step of training is the biggest.
The hardest thing about training for the London Marathon is getting your backside up off the settee, get the kit on and get out of that front door. But once you've done that, it's fine. Once you get out there.
They say a successful marathon run is made 80% in the kitchen and 20% on the road. The average marathon runner consumes 2,500 calories a day, so a well-stocked fridge is essential. Everyone is different, so some runners like to pile the food up.
We do a lot of our very long runs, sort of 20 mile plus on a Sunday, and when I come home from that I'm pretty tired, and if my wife has made a roast and I sit down to a full roast dinner when I come home from that, that is without a shadow of a doubt my favourite meal of the week.
Whereas others prefer the simpler things in life.
The humble cheese on toast is up there as being one of the best things post-run that you can actually eat.
So whether you snack regularly or put it all together, a healthy diet is vital for a successful London Marathon. We've all heard the horror stories about marathon training. Blisters, exhaustion, injuries, the lot. These guys are really well looked after here, and any marathon runner should do the same for themselves.
we're sprinting up hills, we're walking up hills, we're running up hills, we're doing 5 miles fast running.
So where is Leslie's recovery?
My 12-hour shifts. I work as a nurse, so my rest days are 12 hours on my feet at work tending to people.
Whether you work better with a partner or prefer the extreme methods, maintenance is vital to keep improving your running. And more importantly, avoid injury.
Stretching is quite important, and the London Marathon planning, has also a day where you do core stretching and strengthening of the core. Particularly, I like to do exercise and stretching that supports my back.
And at the end of the day, it can also be fun too. Running the London Marathon is an incredible thing to do, and you're always getting support. I did fundraising both at home and university, and the support I received from friends, family and even complete strangers really pushed me on in my training. So fundraising has a part to play both on and off the road.
Is the support from my friends and family, and I've been very lucky that they have all contributed to my funding page. So far I've raised over £4,000 for the Donkey Sanctuary, and that is all attributed to these amazing people who have dug deep in their pockets and have given so generously.
I just hope that I will raise as much as possible via the Just Giving page, and I also put my story and why I want to raise money on Facebook and on our Donkey Sanctuary newsletter. So
Regular fundraising can be a huge boost for morale.
Yes, we're putting in a lot of hard work, and yes, running the London Marathon is a dream, but people really are very generous, so immense amounts of support.
So with the miles under your belt, there's only one thing left to do: to run those 26.2 miles.
Please support us. Thank you very much.
You worked hard, so enjoy it.
What is the thing that you're most looking forward to in the London Marathon?
Coming around that final right-hand bend, heading up the Mall, and then crossing the finishing line, and then obviously getting the medal put around the neck.
Remember those hours of training, through rain and shine.
Turned it onto the Mall and Stuart by my side and saying, "We did it!" It's just going to be the most amazing feeling of achievement.
And most of all, do it for those donkeys.
I'm running for the Donkey Sanctuary because I love donkeys.